Welcome, Santosh. Welcome to this Authority Influence Hall of Fame.
Books help me a lot. When you read some books, it imbibe in your mind and that will come out from your mouth. When you start, right, and when you look at the structure, when you look at the thing will start coming from your thought to paper, it will flow like this. No? But now when go, I say yes, I'm working into IT, but more than that, I'm author of the book, which is not really going to be common. Their knowledge, their experience through book, because book is something which can be reachable to millions of people, not only one or two or five or 10, right? Definitely, it is going to help them to very low cost effective. They can publish their book themselves, and then they can become also author.
All right. Welcome, Santosh. Welcome to this Authority Influence Hall of Fame. It's it's very good to see the way you have built your authority. Next to you, I can see your book, Born to Teach. Right. So, wanted to understand your story so that others can get inspired by this. So, what do you do in terms of like your background? If you can just put some light on that.
Yeah. First of all, thank you, Fatha, for bringing me here and giving me opportunity and honor to share my story and share my what I've done so far. And of course, the book which I've written is really helping me to create authority. Someone Santosh Modi to author Santosh Modi. Yeah, so that's something itself. It talks about a lot. Coming to my background, right? I born in a very small village where there was not even light was there. So I studies till 10th. I studies with the light of lamps, and that's where I born in that village. I never thought I'll speak in English because that time I studied till 12th. My study was completely in Hindi medium. I was only knowing the English called good morning, good afternoon, good night. That was my English. Never talked in English at all. And that's where the journey begins. I did my 12th, then I started doing my engineering degree as well. It was tough to speak in because like doing in college degree, you don't have to speak much in English. But that's how I completed my BTech. But before that, when I was in village, it's also right. Why this book has come? Because at the time of when kids are playing, that time I was also start teaching. At the fifth class, who can think of teaching just to make a small pocket money? For me, it was not an urgency, but just for my pocket money, I used to teach my students because a lot of parents they used to come to me saying, "Hey, because you do a study good, so why not you can help my son or my daughter?" Right? So that's where they used to offer me, and I used to say, "Yeah, let me teach," because I was also getting respect that okay, hey, they used to call me sir. So that was the inspiration. Of course, pocket money was of course it was the other inspiration, and I was doing till 12th class. I used to teach always my juniors and teach them. When I came to BTech, I mean, I was not teaching actively, but somehow my backbencher friends, my some close friends also, they used to learn from me. They used to take my notes at the last moment of the exam, and they used to pass as well. So not actively but passively, they are learning from me. And then I came into IT. And when I came into IT, I started with testing skill set. And myself was feeling like, no, testing is not that great a skill set. So what to teach? And that I stuck almost for 10, 12 years trying different businesses along with my full-time IT job. Couldn't success, but we learn a lot of things from the process. And somehow I felt that this is not for me because running a business along with a full-time job is not going to happen, along with a lot of investment required. And that also I tried, did not work. And finally, one day, some company called me saying, "Hey, can you deliver your training on testing?" I said, "Yeah, let me try." And first day, no preparation, nothing. And I just opened guru99.com and started explaining, well, like, no, what is testing? And the day one itself, they ran away. And that day I realized, no, something has to be changed. Because doing work, learning, teaching is different thing. Then I thought, no, let me first learn how to teach. Because I mean, unless until you don't learn, right, you cannot deliver something out of that, right? So learning and teaching is always going to be always, hand to hand should go. And that's why I started learning and then teaching, and then batches started coming. I started delivering, and then after almost 7, 8 years, I've been teaching. Almost I delivered 5,000 students training and coaching. I'm helping also students to upgrade themselves, upskill themselves into testing side, or agile side as well, to become a scrum master, project manager. And because of that, they're also able to help. They're also getting help to land into job as well. So not only I'm training and teaching them, also helping them to land into job. So that's the impact I've created for myself and for others as well. Becoming authority is again giving me a lot of opportunity to, invited to talk to one of the global conference I delivered on 17th of July. As
Mhm.
a testing expert, I was delivered the talk in front of a lot of leadership from IT company. They came in. So yeah, a lot of authority has been created on the way. Yeah, thank you. So that's what myself.
Nice, very inspiring. And you said you came from a vernacular medium, right? English till 12 आपको आता नहीं था. So
Yes.
how did this affect your journey, and how did you actually pick up on that English from there?
So, I mean, when I was doing my BTech, it was just a transition that, reading up most of the English books, right? So, reading was good, writing was still improving. My friends also used to say, अगर ये इसका theoretical subject आया तो मोदी गया.
Hmm.
But I used to make out, but because for me the strength was numerical, mathematics, right?
Hmm.
So that was my strength point. But gradually I improved myself. When
Hmm.
I joined IT company again, 1 2 years 3 years, it was not that improvement was there. But as I started working into IT, I started speaking English, and thanks to the one education system through which I started reading of books. First book I read, which is called Magic of Thinking Big. I joined network marketing company also during my IT journey, and that helped me a lot because to read the English books, the motivational books, positive books, and also I attended their training as well, right? So sometime I have to deliver the talk as well there as part of network marketing events. That's where like I started improving my communication skill. It took time, but as I started working into IT, delivering all these little small talk also within the 5 to 10 people member, it was not confident that time, but gradually I started talking, started speaking in the English. It started improving. But books help me a lot. When you read some books, it imbibe in your mind, and that will come out from your mouth. Because to talk, you need words, you need
Right.
sentences. That will only come out when you give something inside it. Because working will not help you. You have to speak. You have to read something as well. So that's the change happened. Yeah.
That's very nice how you actually transitioned in your journey. And when you were reading these books, right, of course, it helped you in terms of your vocabulary, your language, and everything. But at that time, did you believe that you can become an author, or when was this dream born of becoming an author?
Not really, Fatha. I mean, in the same journey, right? When we were talking about the network marketing, right? We're having the core quadrant, right? We used to talk about employee, businessman, then called small businessman, big businessman. Then we call royalty income, right? We used to talk, and that time we used to say singer, author, they can make a royalty income. I
Hmm.
never thought of writing a book, because writing a book, like, still I have people, they do not know. Some people ask me like, no, hey, how much money invested into it? Like, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs. I said, no, it's not required that much money. So that time, though, I mean, like, I was not knowing कि author बनना है. I mean, it's like different skill set, different, kind of natural gift required, something like that.
Hmm.
Never thought of. I was talking about this. Yes, author will get the royalty income. That's something I was knowing.
Hmm.
I never thought of, like, no, to becoming author to get the royalty income.
Hmm.
But I think somehow while trying multiple businesses, first time when I attended one of the, uh, I mean, I started exploring more businesses, right? I started teaching as well. So I enrolled one of the course called extraordinary speaker, because I never talked into any stage, right? So I thought let me do something about it.
Hmm.
And I enrolled for one of the mentor called Rohini Mundra. She was my first mentor, and she offered me that, okay, if you join this mentorship program, I'll offer you to become author. I'll help you to write a book.
Hmm.
That's where this has born.
Hmm.
And this book also, she has given me the preface as well. If you look at, right, she has given me a preface of Rohini Mundra.
Yeah.
She's my back cover, right? And that is where book. writing, is ignited within me. But right, there's long way to go.
Hmm.
It started, but don't know what topic. There's no clarity. There's no structure much, and a lot of confusion around it. Like what to write book, what topic. So I'm parents of two kids. My son is 17 years old. My daughter is 12 years old. I felt myself that we have grown a very good kids. They're self-dependent, right? They're making everything by their own, good in studies, you know, good discipline. So I thought, let me talk about parenting. And
Hmm.
that's where I was thinking, okay, let me write a book. Even almost uh, not finished, but a structure was made. But it was not, I'm not happy about the book because I was trying to copy from different content and trying to put it there,
Hmm.
not knowing what to do. So 2018, the starting point, they ignited the book writing within me,
Hmm.
but could not finish till 2024, till I met you.
Hmm.
So then I said, no, now we have to transition this, what I dream of writing a book to becoming author. Let me finish it off. So throughout this, when I enroll passionpreneur journey, and that's why I started mentoring of writing a book. Uh, we started like I think May, June. By the time September, October, I was ready with my manuscript
Hmm.
and got published my book. So almost it took 6 years to transition from the book writing ignited within me, but completed in 2024. So that was the transition. Yeah.
And 6 years after that, you said 2024, the journey started. So, what actually changed in 2024? Like when you said you started with me, what structure or what kind of format or what did actually help you in terms of fast tracking that writing and becoming an author?
Okay. So when I remember, right, 2024, like almost June, July time, I was going through your session, right, where you were saying the mind map, right, how to
Hmm.
structure the content, you know. Uh, Before, I think there were no chat GPT, so we're just referring the physical books and, looking at what content I can, create by myself by referring these all, because I also heard that if you read 10, 20 books, you'll get a lot of ideas to how to put their content. But the mind map is really helped me. Still, I have a screenshot of those mind maps with me.
Hmm.
That how to structure the content. Of course, I used ChatGPT just to get an idea that what to put, right? How the structure there, right? So, if you have like kind of branch of tree, right? If you
Hmm.
have all these trees, what to put, what content need to put for whom is more important is becoming author is okay, but for whom you're writing a book. So when
Hmm.
I was writing a book, I always you say, okay, you have to think about the audience, right? The reader who is going to read the book for whom. So pointing that out, I plotted the entire structure by following your mind map structure and able to make out, okay, these are the things which you have to put it. Even in the book, I've written like 10 steps to become very successful teacher or educator. It's
Hmm.
not about this book is not about only the those who are teaching in school or college, right? Anyone can become educator in their field, and they can educate and they can share their knowledge and experience and make money. So in this book, I've written also like kind of 10-step process.
Hmm.
So that structure has given me to thought that, okay, if I putting into the structure, what are the structure going to be? So to become someone, to transition to something, you need a step,
Right.
and that step I've come across from the all these mind map, and I
Hmm.
put together, I build like 10 steps process, and that someone can become a good educator. That is in the book, and of course, it has come from all the mind maps and your guidance.
Thank you so much. And this was from the structure point of view, right? Which was your external challenge, like how to write and all. When I talk to a lot of people, especially people coming from vernacular medium, right? They have this thought कि मेरी इंग्लिश तो अच्छी नहीं है, right? मुझे तो इतनी इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश आती नहीं है, तो क्या मैं ऑथर बन सकता हूँ? तो डिड दैट थॉट कम एनी टाइम टू यू? क्या आपको कभी वैसा थॉट आया? तो आया तो आपने कैसे हैंडल किया? हाउ डिड यू हैंडल दीज काइंड ऑफ थॉट्स इफ दे
नहीं, ये थॉट तो मेरे पास भी थे फता,
हाँ.
क्योंकि मेरे इंग्लिश सेंटेंसेस बहुत बेसिक हुआ करते हैं। आज भी मैं जब बात करता हूँ,
हम्म.
इट्स लाइक वेरी बेसिक इंग्लिश। I
हम्म.
don't use jargons. When I
हम्म.
read books, no, I feel like no, they're like almost 10, 20 words in one sentence. I cannot speak 10,
हम्म.
20 words in one sentence. But when I started, structuring this book, right, I felt that this is not about English. This is all about what you want to put into book, right? And it will come in the flow. हम
हम्म.
लोगों ने every day we were like, almost sitting together 1 hour, putting together. Every day we did, live exercise, right? Okay,
Hmm.
everyone write it. And
Hmm.
you're also writing that time, right? The books as well.
Hmm.
So writing together, it gave me the environment, right, to think and write.
Hmm.
And that time, when you're into that environment, right, you will not think like, no, whether the English is good or not, right? The
Hmm.
things will come out by yourself, and it will be keep coming in the page, and then it will become like, paragraph to become pages to become books. So initially, yes, we thought, but when you start, right, and when you look at the structure, when you look at the thing will start coming from your thought to paper, it will flow like this, like बोलते हैं ना, पेन स्मूथ हो जाता है जब आपको वो फ्लो में आ जाते हो, तो वैसे लाइक टाइपिंग वाज लाइक वेरी स्मूथ फॉर मी व्हेन स्टार्टेड कमिंग अप. And of course it required some, you know uh, revision and all, structure and all. That's something we can do later, but put it your thoughts there in the book, and then it will come out, and sentences and all doesn't matter much.
Nice. And you became an author 2024 after your 6 years of dream, right? And what changed after becoming an author? Like what changed?
Mm.
Did people see you differently? Your family, your friends, colleagues? What has changed after that?
Yes, of course. I mean, when I was dreaming of author, right? I mean, it was thinking that, don't know when I become author, because 2018 I started, and then like many times I announced to the social media also, hey, I'll become author this day and that day, right?
Hmm.
Many times I failed as well. But once I became author, in fact, whenever, I mean, any lot of leads coming up, because people will contact you because of you have some authority there.
Hmm.
I also remember like, one time I was also applied for TEDx talk for one of my college where I studied, and I was not got selected because there is no authority for me. I
Hmm.
just like another software engineer. But now when I go, I say yes, I'm working into IT, but more than that, I'm author of the book, which is not really going to be common. I
Hmm.
mean, when someone asks me, hey, how do you feel different? I say, how many of you know who are author?
Hmm.
And how many of you have talk those who are author? And someone is sitting, within your range, within your group. So
Hmm.
that authority is completely different, because people will start looking at different from others. I mean, I was recently given the talk in the testingmind.com where when I said, okay, hey, I'm also author, right?
Hmm.
After the finishing my talk, they started connecting with me saying, oh, you're also author. So that perception got changed from project manager to becoming author, because everyone is project manager, but not everyone author. So yes, it gave different identity, different authority. Yeah, after the becoming author.
That's very powerful the way you shared it. From project manager, more like a title or designation, to a
Yes.
new identity of author and building your authority. I think definitely that's helped you in terms of building your brand. And I love the title of your book as well, because from childhood, somebody who has been teaching, right? And your title is also Born to Teach. So, how does it make you feel when you are an author and you are able to share your knowledge with the world, like in terms of through your book?
Yeah. So I mean, this is something. I mean, because I love teaching, right, and I love sharing my knowledge and experience. Uh, when your student says, okay, like the way you teach, the way you deliver your training and coaching, right, they feel so much confident and comfortable, because people are coming from testing background, they do not know programming, and I started teaching programming because of these courses and all, right. The way I explain things, because it has come from my childhood,
Hmm.
and I think this skill can be learned. The all skill is not like cannot be learned, can be learned as you have passion within you.
Hmm.
So of course this book has come out from there, and I believe everyone, right, everyone, every individual, they have the talent, because whatever they know, they can share. I mean, if I ask you, hey, can you deliver the speech on, let's say, uh, talking about cricket, if you're not interested into cricket, you may not want to talk about that.
Hmm.
But the person who loves cricket, they can talk like anything, right? Without giving
Yes.
anything, they'll start talking, like my son, right? He'll not talk, but the moment you talk about cricket, he'll start speaking with you.
Hmm.
So for me, whenever a topic comes which I love it, I
Hmm.
start talking, like guiding someone, helping someone, giving some guidance. That is coming within me, and I think that quality is there with everyone. Everyone has something within them, and they can share that that skill, that knowledge, that experience to someone who can get benefit out of it. And that's where this book has come across, and that's why I felt proud myself. Okay, this book is going to give some confidence within them that yes, everyone is born to teach. They are born to teach because they have something to teach to the world. Only thing is they do not see themselves in that way. They say, okay, what I know, but
Hmm.
they know something which others they do not know,
Right.
and that something can be ignited because of, maybe they can read this book, they can, it will be helpful.
Definitely. That's very powerful the way you shared it, right? That each one of us have something to teach because we come with our own learnings, our lessons, our experiences. And if we can share this, as you rightly said, it can benefit many others, right? So now, like, what would you want to say for people who are still at the edge or thinking that I may not be able to become an author or मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है शेयर करने के लिए, right? So if they have this kind of thoughts, what is your message to them?
I also go to Fatha sir because he's helping a lot of people to become author. Right? Of course, because the way you have, crafted the courses, and then, doing, at the same time, giving them environment to work together, right? And not only just giving guidance, but also giving them the environment to write along with you,
Hmm.
and making the structure things right. So I think nowadays opportunity is in abundance, right? It's nothing like, there's a lot of crisis there. It's not like that in today's world. Everyone who are thinking about to become author, I think they should follow their passion. Whatever they do, whatever they know, whatever they have done so far, there's something to say to the world, because world needs some expertise which they are missing, some others are missing, and they can share their knowledge, their experience through book, because book is something which can be reachable to millions of people, not only one or two or five or 10, right? Because book can be reached anywhere. My book is published in India and US as well. Now
Hmm.
people do not know me in India, US, but the book they can, that can reach out to them. So I think those who are thinking about book, they can find someone who can help them. Guidance required, mentorship required, and of course, your coaching system definitely going to help them. Not only that, they don't have to burn a lot of money because you're also helping them not to write a book, but to publish by themselves. So a lot of money they can save, right? Because a lot of companies are charging lakhs rupees also, and those who are thinking of writing a book cost lakhs rupees. Okay, contact Fatha sir. Definitely, it is going to help them to very low cost effective. They can publish their book themselves, and then they can become also author. That's my message, Fatha.
थैंक यू सो मच एंड इट्स वेरी इंस्पायरिंग टू सी. और अगर मैं बोलूँ आपने बहुत सरल भाषा में, राइट, इन सिंपल इंग्लिश यू हैव मेड इट लाइक वेरी क्लियर बिकॉज आई बिलीव English is just a tool or a language, but if you can communicate your message, and I think you are communicating your message very well here, and also in your book, I am sure it's going to help a lot of people. Right, Born to Teach by Santosh Modi. For people who are watching us, this is what you need to pick up, so that if you have a teacher inside you, or if you are yet to explore that teacher inside you, this is the book that can help you to explore your teacher or become the teacher, and just not become that teacher who is born to teach and also born to win, right? Because this is when people follow their passion, obviously success and victory is for them, right? So thank you so much, Santosh, once again for being here and inspiring everyone to become authors and build their authority. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatah. Thank you so much.